And finally, the last section, 12.7, solving rational equations. Take 3 over t minus 3 equals 2 over t. To work this out, there are a couple ways to solve this. The first is crisscross applesauce. 2 times t minus 3 and 3 times t. 3 times t is 3t, 2 times t minus 3 right here, 2t minus 6. Then, to get rid of one of the terms, doesn't matter which, we'll minus 2t to one side, minus 2t to the other, t equals negative 6. And here is the same thing, they just did it in the book to show you. How do you know it's true? Plug it back in. Plug in negative 6 here, negative 6 minus 3 is negative 9, and 3 divided by negative 9 is negative 1/3. Put negative 6 in here, 2 divided by negative 6 is also negative 1/3, so you know it works. Anytime you get an answer, plug it in to see. Now, or you can find the least common denominator. In other words, we're going to make these the same. So t and t minus 3 will meet at t times t minus 3. So we're going to take these times t, top and bottom, these times t minus 3, top and bottom. Do that. Since the bottoms are now the same, we can just work out the numerators as equal. So you take 3t equals 2t minus 6, and you go from there. Minus 2t minus 2t. Notice that the result is the same as the other examples. You can go ahead and do crisscross applesauce, or you can make the bottoms the same. You try, go ahead. Let's see how you did. Well, I did a little crisscross applesauce, 3 times n and 1 times n plus 4. So I got 1n plus 4 equals 3n, minus 1n minus 1n, 4 equals 2n, divided by 2, n equals 2. You try number 2. Go ahead. Let's see how you did. Crisscross applesauce, I hope. This times this times this. So I have 2h plus 2 equals 4h. Minus 2h minus 2h. 2h equals 2 divided by 2. h equals 1. Now, 1c plus 2c equals 2 over c plus 1. We cannot do crisscross applesauce here because there are too many things happening. So we have to find the least common multiple. So you have to find between c, 2c, and c plus 1. Remember before how we lined them up. C is just a C. 2C is a 2 and a C. C plus 1 you can't break down because that's in its own thing, so it sits on the side. So you're going to have a 2, you're going to have a C, and C plus 1. Multiply across. 2 times C plus 1 basically is what we have to make. Now you could go ahead and say it's 2C squared plus 2C, but we'll just keep it as 2 pieces for now. To make the c like 2c times c plus 1, I'm going to times it by 2 and times it by c plus 1. To make the 2c like 2c times c plus 1, I'm going to times it all by c plus 1. And to take c plus 1 times all this, I'm going to take it times 2c, as shown. So you multiply all these together and you get this right here. And so I have 2c plus 2 plus 3c plus 3 equals 4c, and they're all being divided by 2c squared plus 2c, so we can actually get rid of this for now. We're just going to times everything by 2c squared plus 2c, which gets rid of the bottoms. Now you have what's left. Combine 5c plus 5 equals 4c. You can minus 5c to both sides. You get negative 1c equals 5. Switch signs. c equals negative 5. And here it'll show you. The reason why I did it my way is they do it, but it's a little more complicated. They basically do the same thing, though. They say 2c times c plus 1, and they go ahead and plug it in. They cross out. You get the same answer. Now they want to make sure to verify your solution isn't extraneous. In other words, plug in negative 5 to make sure everything works, and since they total out, it works, it's not extraneous. You try, go ahead. Plug these in. Let's see how you did. How'd you do it? Hopefully you took a times a plus 1. To get a times a plus 1, I have to times these by a, times these by a, and times these by a plus 1. Get the bottom of a squared plus a for all of them, times by a squared plus a, getting rid of the bottom basically, and combine these two. So you get 3a equals 4a plus 4, plug it in, minus 4a to both sides, negative a equals 4, a equals negative 4. If you plug it in, I think you'll find that negative 4 is going to work out. You try, same idea, go ahead. 6 over j plus 2 minus 10 over j equals 4 over 2j. To find the answer, first of all I'm going to say, well, to find the least common denominator, it's going to be 2j times j plus 2. So here I'm going to times by 2j, here j plus 2, and times 2 to get to 2j, and then 2j times j plus 2. Here it is times by j plus 2. To get all this mess in the bottom, basically just clear the bottom off, and just 12j minus 20j plus 40. Remember that you're making minus 20j and minus 40 when it's all said and done. And now you're going to combine these to negative 8j minus 40 equals 4j plus 8. And now we add 8j to both sides, minus 8 to both sides, divide by 12 to both sides, negative 4 equals j. Now for the extraneous solutions. If you try to solve this one here, x minus 9 over x squared minus 9 equals negative 3 times x minus 3. Now, you could technically do crisscross applesauce because they're just one set of numbers, but we're not going to do it that way. Instead, we're going to split this up into x minus 9. Well, actually, they are going to do crisscross applesauce. X minus 9 times x minus 3, and negative 3 times x squared minus 9. Basically what they did here, they went ahead and solved it out. Then they went ahead and minus from both sides. You got plus 3x squared plus 3x squared. You have, basically that's what you have. You just move that over. And now you're going to go ahead and basically minus 27 on both sides, which is what's left. You're going to go ahead and split this up into 4x times x minus 3 equals 0. 4x times what's going to make 0, that's 0, and x minus 3 is going to make 0 with a positive 3, so 0 and 3. Now you plug them in. When you plug 0 in, you get 1 and 1. That's good to go. But when you plug in the plug in the 3, the problem is you have an undefined answer, which is not good. So 3, which was what it was here, is an extraneous solution. The 0 is not. Now the second way you could do this is you could go ahead and do the following. You could go ahead and, go ahead and you can take x minus 9. Well, there's a couple ways to play this. Times negative 3. Oh, excuse me. Let me try that again. X minus 9 times x minus 3. We're doing crisscross applesauce here. And this side I have negative 3. And instead of taking x squared minus 9, I'm going to make it x plus 3 and x minus 3. The value to doing that is, notice I have x3 over here and x3 over here. If I divide by x minus 3 to both sides, I can basically just get rid of them right away, leaving x minus 9 equals 3x plus 3, which is negative 3x minus 9. You can go from there, add 9 to both sides, divide, and then go ahead and divide by, add 9 to both sides, and you get x equals 3x, negative 3x. Add 1x to both sides. Minus 1x to both sides. Boy, Rhodes, come on, get with it here. Last lesson. 0 equals negative 4x. Divide by negative 4. Notice how 0 equals x. And notice how that's your only answer, which, just like down here, 0 is your answer as well. So either way you want to play it, you can get it done. Either way you try. Go ahead and solve it this time. Hint, see how they're both the same on the bottom? You could actually just take 3 equals x minus 2. But go ahead and see. Alright. They did crisscross applesauce. 3 times x minus 7 and x minus 7 times x minus 2. So times, 3x minus 21 and x squared minus 9x plus 14. So you go ahead and minus 3x to both sides, get rid of this, add 21 to both sides, get rid of this. X squared minus 12x plus 35 splits into an x minus 5, x minus 7, so 5 and 7. Plug them both in to see which one works. 5 works out. 5 makes negative 1.5, negative 1.5. These are equal, so it's okay. But over here, when you plug the 7 in, it's undefined, so it's extraneous. And again, I know I'm probably harming myself here, but to make life a little easier, even though I'm supposed to teach you this method, you could also just times it by x minus 7 to both sides. Times by x minus 7 cancels these. Leaves 3 equals x minus 2. Add 2 to both sides, and notice how the only answer you get is the answer that works. Again, because this is the lesson, I'm supposed to teach you crisscross applesauce, and I will do so. And teach you to plug them in to see what one works. At the same time, common sense tells me if I can get rid of the bottom bases, I'm going to make my life easier. So just times everything by x minus 7, get rid of it, and what's left is, oh, I don't know, the actual answer. So there's two ways to do it. Finally, last problem of the book. Ooh, I'm happy too. Greg can clean a house in 5 hours. It takes Armin 7 hours to clean the same house. How long will it take them to clean the house if they work together? Now, it's kind of hard to put this one together. To understand what they're saying is, this guy takes 7 hours, this guy takes 5. Now, what you're saying is that Greg can clean 1/5 of the house in an hour, and Armin cleans 1/7 of the house in an hour. So, the idea is to take 1/5 and 1/7. So 1/5 of H plus 1/7 of H equals one complete job. H meaning hours. Because remember, he can get 1/5 of the house done in an hour, and Armin can get 1/7 of the house done. Long story short, add these two together. So 1/5 plus 1/7. Now they did a little different. They went ahead and times 35 to both sides, which you can do. Why would you do that? To get rid of the bottom denominators. You don't have to, but it will make your life easier. So 35 times 1/5 is 7H. 35 times 1/7 is 5H. Equals 35. Combined to 12 hours equals 35. Divide both sides by 12. So combined, they could get the house done in 2 and 11/12 hours. Armin working together 2 11th hours, or 2 hours 55 minutes. And we are done. If you've watched these videos since the beginning, since 1-1 till now, I want to tell you a personal congratulations. I truly hope that you have gotten all the information you can need out of Algebra 1. Truthfully, the last two sections were partially Algebra 2. This has been the best flip class I've had. I wish you all the best of luck. We're going to be doing some new things after. Now, what parts? I'm not even sure yet. I'm making this video. It is January 4th. We'll probably get to this actual video section that you're going here today probably about late January, early February. So who knows what we might do. We might do some extra understanding problems for Algebra 1. We might push in Algebra 2. We might touch some geometry. The thing is, because of your hard work and effort, the door is open. And we have 3 months to explore new things. So again, thanks a lot. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.